Hi, I'm Wendy Tomlinson, and my weekly tips every Monday are to help you create the life that you really want. So one of the questions that I get asked an awful lot is about self-sabotage. How do we stop sabotaging ourselves from attracting or creating the things that we want? So what often happens is, we say, I want to achieve this, but then we put blocks in our own way. We actually stop ourselves from getting there. We can say, oh, I really want to be a public speaker. And then we get a phone call and it's we have this speaking event available. We'd really like you to come and speak. And then the fear kicks in and it's like, oh, no, that's not good for me. I can't do that. No, who am I to think I can do public speaking? And then we create a block for ourselves. People will often actually get ill because they don't want to do something, or they have fear in doing something. Okay, that's actually happened to me in the past. I've actually made myself feel ill because I didn't want to do, or I thought I didn't want to do something. I can remember agreeing to do a Skype call. It was quite a few years ago. It was probably about, it was definitely within the first year of my business. And I really wanted to get in front of more people. It was a new business. I was just starting off and I wanted to get my business in front of more people. And I got asked to do this Skype interview, and I knew that it was something that was going to be really good for me. And I just put up so many blocks, and I said, yes, I would do it. And then, I couldn't do it for this reason. And then I arranged another time and the other person couldn't do it. Now, you could sort of say that was coincident that the other person couldn't do it. But I know, as a law of attraction practitioner, I know I created that to happen for whatever reason. And the minute I got that message saying, oh, I'm really sorry, I can't do it, I can't do the call, can we reschedule? I was so relieved. Now, at that time, that would have been a really good thing for me to do. But I sabotaged myself. I put those blocks up. I created the energy that sent out the vibes that were saying, no, we don't want this. This is not good for me. That feeling was, this is not good for me. That was a false feeling. That interview would have been very good for me at that time, but I sabotaged myself. Okay, and that came from a place of fear that, who do I think I am? I'm not confident enough. I can't do this. And it's negative. It's a false feeling. Okay. So what often happens when we start to sabotage ourselves? It is a lie that we tell ourselves. So let's take the example of a business person who is highly successful in business, yet their relationships are absolutely dreadful. They don't have good relationships. They're not able to hold on to relationships. And I've worked with people who have this problem time and time again, and it comes from false beliefs. Okay, so a belief that would say you can't have it all. That is a really common belief. So you can't be super successful in business and be healthy and have great relationships. You can't have it all. And how many times have we heard things like that? I've heard things like that so many times throughout my life. You can't have it all. And it's not true, actually. that is just simply a belief that we've picked up. And we've picked that belief up from people who also believe you can't have it all, because nobody's ever told them anything different. So they carry on passing that belief down to other people. Okay, so we hit limits, and those limits are caused through false beliefs, false messages that we've picked up along the way, maybe from past experiences. And what will often happen is we will get this sort of like, we will get the self-talk going on in our head, like, no, that's not safe, don't do that. Or we will get that feeling like, oh, this isn't good for me, no, I don't want to do this. So what I want you to start doing is questioning those feelings, questioning those thoughts. So if you can see that you want to do something, like, I want to go on the aeroplane to the wonderful holiday that I have planned, but I'm so scared, and and what about all the dreadful things that could happen? What about all the wonderful experiences that people have had getting on a plane and flying somewhere to a wonderful destination? So you can question your belief, you can question that feeling, you can question that inner self-talk that you've got going on. Like, okay, I get that you're trying to warn me here. So when your body's sort of like shouting, don't do this, or you've got that gut feeling like, oh no, this isn't right for me, just go, okay, yeah, I get you, I hear you, or I feel you, and why are you giving me this message? Because all your body is trying to do is protect you. That's all your body's ever trying to do. But your body doesn't always know what is right for you. It's simply responding to the messages that it's had in the past. Okay? So you can just say, okay, so why do you think this is not good for me? Or why do you think that I shouldn't do this? And just keep asking those questions until you get to an answer. And then you can just say, right, okay, do I want to do this? And, and make your own decision based on what is actually real for you. Okay? So I hope that tip has helped. I also want to share with you some EFT. Now, this is a technique that I use all the time for all kinds of different things. And I want to share this with you because I think this is a really great way to release all those sort of like limiting beliefs, all that negative energy connected to things, so that actually what you're left with is what's real. Okay, so let's put our hands in the heart healing position. Okay, so when we do EFT, some people call it tapping, it's emotional freedom techniques. And what we're doing is we are tapping on meridian points. And when we tap on the meridian points around the body, that works on the energy in the body. Okay? And when energy in the body gets blocked, that causes a problem for us. Okay? So we need to release that blockage and let the energy flow, and we're left then with what is real. Okay? So hands in the heart healing position. Even though I can clearly see that I am sabotaging myself, I'm stopping myself from achieving the things that I want. Nice deep breath. I'm putting up all these blocks for myself. I'm sabotaging myself regularly, and it's driving me crazy. Top of the head. Sabotaging myself. sabotaging myself, putting up blocks for myself, creating problems for myself, thinking I've reached my limit, thinking I can't have it all, thinking I'm not good enough, just finding those false reasons not to do the things that need doing, not to do the things that you really want to do, believing that false evidence, believing those false emotions, buying into those false beliefs, sabotaging myself, blocking myself, time to make some changes. I choose to question all of those beliefs. I choose to question those feelings that tell me it's not safe. I choose to question those feelings that tell me not to do things. I choose to question the way I behave. I choose self-help. And I know that my body really cares for me. I know that when I get these gut feelings, it's just a warning based on past events, past messages, past memories. They don't have to be true or false. From now on, I'm going to question those feelings. And I'm going to base my decisions and my actions on what is real. And I'm going to let go of any limiting beliefs. I'm going to let go of any false beliefs. And I'm going to check in with myself when I get those gut feelings, that self-talk that is saying, don't do this, don't do this. Because I know my body's just trying to protect me. But my body may have been given false messages from other people, from things I've read, from things I've seen on the TV, from things that I learnt in my childhood, things that don't serve me well anymore, things that aren't true for me, things that are blocking me. I now choose self-help. I let go of any self-sabotaging behaviours, I let go of any self-sabotaging thoughts. And I choose self-help, self-love, self-acceptance. I base my decisions on what's real. And it's okay if my body warns me about things that are different or maybe scary. It's good that that happens. It's our job to question those feelings and those thoughts. The only limits that I have are the limits I create for myself. All of these limits, I now let them go. Soften and flow, soften and flow. All of these limits, I now let them go. Soften and flow, soften and flow. All of these limits, I now let them go. Soften and flow, soften and flow. All of these limits, just let them go now. Off they go. Soften and flow, soften and flow. All of these limits, I now let them go. Soften and flow, soften and flow. All of these limits, they're just illusions. They're not real. I now let them go. Soften and flow, soften and flow. All of these limits, I now let them go. Soften and flow, soften and flow. Nice deep breath. All of these limits, I now let them go. Soften and flow, soften and flow. I love the butterfly. It's my symbol for freedom. It's just my own personal symbol. And what I like to do when I have used the words, I now let them go, soften and flow, soften and flow. I like to imagine butterflies floating away from me and carrying my limiting beliefs away from me. Anything that is going to stop me from achieving the things that I want in my life, just letting them go, soften and flow. And that is something that I find really, really powerful. So I hope you've really enjoyed this week's video and found it really useful. So leave your questions below, because this is just a starting point. If you have questions, then get in touch with me. Leave the questions below. I always reply to you. Or just tell me what you thought about this video. Did you find it helpful? Did you get an aha moment from it? I really want to hear from you. So click the comments below and just have a chat with me. And if you did find this video helpful, please give it a like, and it helps more people get to see this video. And share it with your friends if that's suitable for you. I'll be back next Monday with more tips, and I'll be back on Friday with my Feel Good Friday tips. Okay, so that's all from me for today. Have a great week. Bye.